On Sunday, as we continued in our Wesleyan Rooted sermon series, we looked at this part of our Wesleyan theology and practice and way of living as disciples of Jesus Christ that calls us to read faithfully, to read the scriptures and to continually hear from God. And I encouraged you at the end of the sermon to read scripture every day. A verse, a set of verses, a story, a parable, a chapter, whatever it may be for you, but to be in the Word every single day. And that's the leading and the guidance that John Wesley and the Holy Club, the small group of men that started the Wesleyan movement, that's the way they lived. And as I've continued to think about that, I continue to think about different passages that encourage that type of living. And one of them comes from Deuteronomy 6, and it's a passage that is dear to me. I don't know, I fell in love with it years ago and have continued to turn to it and continued to be, stirred by it, and continue to grow through it, right? And through my reading and through the way I live this out, as so many times I find it's an area of growth for me. So in Deuteronomy 6, it begins with talking about the laws and the commandments of God. And in verse 4, it gives us what's called the Shema. And it says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your strength. These commandments that I give to you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you are at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write them on the door frames of your homes and on your gates." And that's just that acknowledgement, right, from God himself, that we need to continually have the scriptures and his commandments upon our hearts, in front of us, right? We need to be continually talking about them and reading them, and for them to be an everyday part of our life. And not only every day, but multiple times throughout the day. See them as they're on the doorframes of your homes. Read them, acknowledge them, be reminded of them. And so I pray that you are finding ways to make reading the scripture a part of your daily life as we live our lives as disciples of Jesus Christ, Wesleyan rooted, as United Methodist. Don't give up. If you missed a day, just start all over again. But be drawn to his word so that you can be drawn to his love. God bless you, brothers and sisters.